Hey, I'm sure you're happy to get another video from me, aren't you? It kind of gives you some PTSD from your time in the mortgage process. But this video has a whole separate meaning to it. Just wanted to say, expect a phone call from me in the coming month or so to see how things are going with the house. I like to try and do that at the beginning of the year. Now, obviously you saw what I wrote in the email, but I want to give you a quick video to talk about it in a little bit more detail. As you know, the rate you closed with was higher than we would have liked, and it wasn't going to be your forever rate with the idea that we'd redo your loan in the future. Currently, it's predicted that the Fed will cut between 3 and 6 interest rate cuts in 2024, meaning lower rates. So it's a good thing you bought when you did, because the housing market is going to get very competitive. You simply just get to refinance what you already have rather than compete for a house. The Mortgage Bankers Association predicts that the average rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage could reach around 6.1% by the end of the year, and there are others saying we could even get into the 5s. Now that's quite a bit different from today, where the average mortgage rate on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage is around 7.12% nationwide. One thing to remember, that just because you can get a lower rate doesn't mean you should immediately refinance. We're really going to want to talk through it together so we can analyze the cost, benefit, and the plans for staying in your current home. Just want to really make sure it's the best idea for you and how to approach it. Now, a couple things to remember about refinancing is that there are costs to do it, and there are different ways to structure it based on your home's equity. Most people choose to roll in their costs into their mortgage, which includes starting a new escrow account, since your current escrow account is tied to your current loan. You actually get a refund back from your current escrow about a month after closing, and most people either choose to put it back into their mortgage, so that way it's kind of like a wipe clean kind of thing, or they take it as kind of like a little bonus and they use it for a trip or something like that. Really, it's just like the loan you did when you purchased it. When we refinance, we get your docs, get your credit pulled, and get all of that into the underwriter. We even have to do a new appraisal, but sometimes you get an appraisal waiver if your home has appreciated enough or if you have enough equity. So the overall purpose of this video is really just to get you ready for what I'm anticipating to be a fall time frame for your first refinance. Now I say first refinance because if you remember, I mentioned how you'd probably end up refinancing twice over the next 1 to 3 year time span. At the moment, it looks like the first wave of refinances will be around this fall in 2024, and the second will be in the summer to fall in 2025. I'm all about watching the rates for you, and it's a service I provide, but I also provide something called HomeBot, which will help you stay on top of things as well. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please do so, because it's a really valuable program that you get for free since you're a client of mine. So between now and when we refinance, make sure that you get your credit and work history in order so we can get the best possible deal. If you have any equity in your house and you want to do a cash out refinance to roll in some credit card debt or something like that, we can always look into that as well. And I can also set you up with a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, which is kind of like a second mortgage. Think of it as like a credit card for your house's equity. Now you have to have a certain amount of equity in order to get that. It's actually something I did with my house about 1.5 years ago. So one last note, you all know this is how my job works. So if you have any friends, family, or coworkers looking to purchase or refinance this year, would you mind sharing my information with them? My business is really built on referrals from clients like you. So thanks for watching my little update video, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.